Wet, wet. Bet that. Wet, wet. Hey. Oh. Wet, wet. Nigga, bet that. Bet. Mama, you wet, wet. Mama, you wet, wet. Mama, you wet, wet. Mama, you bet that. Mama, you wet, wet. Mama, you bet that. So before we start the video, my thirsty ass clearly needs to get some water. Sip, sip. Okay, I'm done. So now we're going to start by neutralizing out our eyelid, and we're going to be putting on our Coverfx crease concealer, or cream concealer, sorry. And the reason that I do this is because I am a little bit more chocolate, so the pigmentation from different eyeshadows pretty much doesn't pick up on my eyelid sometimes. So if you are of my complexion or deeper, if you neutralize your eye with concealer and then set it with some translucent powder, it will, number one, let your shadows blend a little bit better, and number two, they will have a better pigmentation on your lid. So I'm using a Nubian palette from Juvia's Place today, and I'm just going to be taking that medium tone brown from that palette and buffing that into my crease and doing that on both lids. But I'm also going to be using the Makeup Forever eyeshadows today. I'm taking this russet orange shade as well as this red shade. I'm going to be buffing both of those into my crease. So first, taking that russet orange and buffing that with my number 17 Sephora Collection brush, and then I'm going to be taking that red shade from that palette with a small, more dense buffer brush and putting that right below where I put all my other transition colors. And then taking this beautiful red, what the hell, taking this beautiful yellow gold shade from the Prismatic line at NYX. These shadows are so beautiful and so pigmented. I'm going to just be wetting my brush. I just didn't put it on camera, but I wet my brush before I put the shadow onto the brush, and then I'm just going to be packing that color ridiculously onto both of my lids. This color is absolutely gorgeous on dark skin tones or brown skin tones or chocolate skin tones, or even lighter skin tones, but this shadow is absolutely stunning and beautiful. Then I'm taking that really dark brown shade from the Nubian palette and buffing that into my outer crease, and I'm also going to be taking that color and putting it a little bit further inward in my crease with a small buffer blending brush. Then taking my Stila liner, I'm going to shake it, and I'm going to be doing a very small wing today. I'm not really going to be winging it out like crazy. I'm just doing something very subtle and small and just kind of lining my lash line as close as possible because I don't want like a crazy eyeliner thing going on today. And I'm just going to be doing that on both eyes. And then the lashes that I use are the Huda Beauty Scarlett lashes, and I'm just going to be putting those on. The biggest trick to putting on lashes is to let your glue dry for at least 30 seconds before putting it onto your eye, because if you just put the glue onto the lash line and then try to put the eyelash on, it's not going to stick. Now, taking my translucent powder from Mercier, this is the new medium deep translucent powder that just came out just a few days ago. Yes, my store got it. Woo! I'm going to be using this as a primer today. Now, the best trick for oily combination skin is to basically start out with a flawless flat new base to your skin. So if you take a translucent powder and you have any pores or anywhere in the T-zone, you want to start off with putting a translucent powder there because it pretty much is making a clean slate of your skin, and you're basically starting off with new skin. So I'm putting this all in my T-zone, on my chin, my nose, also on my forehead, and I'm going to be using this as a primer, and I'm putting it on with a damp beauty blender, and then I will be putting my foundation over top. The foundation that I'm using is the Nars Sheer Glow in the color New Guinea or New Guinea. I don't really know how to pronounce it, but I'm going to be stippling this on with a flat buffer brush. This is from Vanity Planet, and I'm just going to be packing that foundation all over my skin. We did put powder underneath, so we don't want to buff it. We want to do more of a stippling motion. Then we're just going to be blending that in with a damp beauty blender just to push it all into the skin. Now, because we put the translucent powder underneath the foundation and we put the sheer glow over top, it gave more of a matte finish. Now, I don't really like a matte finish, you guys. You already know this about me. So I'm just going in with my Face and Body from Makeup Forever, and I'm going to be putting that right over top of the Beauty Blender just to give me more of a natural glow or a natural matte glow to your skin. And then I'm going to be neutralizing up under my eyes, covering up these bags. I'm just using the Nars Amande in the Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I'm only putting that directly up underneath my eyes and then blending that in with my Beauty Blender. Then I'm going to be taking another concealer. This is the Nars Soft Matte Concealer in Caramel. And I'm going to be putting this right below where I put the Nars Amande. And I'm mainly focusing this on where I would get my highlight going. So I'm going to be putting this up under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, on my forehead and chin. You guys are probably wondering why I do my highlight and contour like this, but I will definitely go more in depth in the reason why in my tips and tricks of African American girls in my next video in the future in a few days. So definitely check that out, where I'll be explaining everything and why I do it, how I do it, and all that in my future video. Now I'm taking my Anastasia foundation stick in the color Cool Earth. I'm going to be using this to contour. Now, her foundation sticks are a little bit better for oily skin because they are like more of a soft matte type of finish. So it's great for oily skin. So we are going more of a soft matte, great for all day oily skin. So that's why I'm using mainly these products specifically. So I'm going to be taking that on my cheekbones, my nose, and then I'm going to start to blend out my concealer with my finger and then buff that in with my Beauty Blender.
Tonight.
Now setting my concealer with the original Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm putting that wherever I put my lighter highlight, on my under eye and my nose, forehead, and chin. Then I'm just going to be taking that medium deep shade and then cutting up under my contour just to clean it up a little bit more. I like more of a structured, nice contour, so that's the look I've been going for recently. And I'm also going to put that on my upper lip because I kind of get a little bit oily on that area too. Random, yes, I know, but it happens. It just happens, people. It happens. Dance, 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 dance. Then we're gonna be bronzing up our face with the CoverGirl Queen Collection Ebony Bronzer and putting that on my cheekbones as well as a little bit on my nose. Then we're just gonna dust away that highlight from Laura Mercier Translucent away from our under eye and our nose area. Then taking my face powder, the Sephora Collection Micro Smooth in 060, and I'm just going to be taking a big buffer brush and just really putting that all around my face as well as dusting off my under contour and just packing that powder all on. It's a very, very, very light powder, so it's not like it's going to give me any more coverage. It's just to neutralize the face, make sure there's no flashbacks, as well as bringing just a little bit more color back to the face. Now we're going to contour just a little bit deeper with our Karab contour powder from Anastasia. I had to order this online. It's not sold in stores, but it's just a very perfect contour color for women of color like myself. And I'm going to be putting that on my cheekbones as well as my nose. Then spraying my face with the Fine Mist Diffusion Spray from Sephora Collection. And it's doing a very generous amount of that. And I'm just going to be looking at my face. My face looks flawless. Flawless, flawless, flawless. We're going to make sure our brows does not move throughout the day with our Ready Set Brow from Benefit. It is a 24-hour hold, so my brows will be going nowhere. Then we're going to be taking our Marc Jacobs Velvet not velvet, our gel highliner in Blacker and putting that on our waterline, not really bringing it down on our lower lash line. Then we're going to be taking those two Make Up For Ever shadows and buffing those up under our lash line just to blend out that eyeliner a little bit further. Then we're taking that very beautiful pink champagne shade from the Juvia's Place palette and putting that in our inner tear duct. It's just going to open up our eyes just a little bit further and just make it super bright and nice. Then we're going to be taking our Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara and putting a light coat on our lower lash line. Or no, lower lashes. What is wrong with me today? Lower lashes. Then taking this very beautiful... taking this very beautiful Nars highlight palette that just came out. I am absolutely obsessed with it. I want to be taking our number 59 brush and spraying it and dipping it into the shadow or the highlight. And I literally put this highlight all over my entire face, people. No lie, yes I did. It is a good way to give our skin a natural glow without looking overdone as well as too dewy, and our face is going to stay completely matte all throughout the day. Now I'm taking my Bare Study from Milani lip gloss and putting this on just to give you guys a little bit of a second look if you guys didn't want to go too avant-garde with the super bold dark forest color that I'm doing from Sephora collection. So I'm putting this all over my lips, and that pretty much concludes the entire tutorial. I hope you guys really liked my look going on today. I am absolutely obsessed, especially with this bold statement lip, and I hope you guys stay tuned for my next videos, and I love you guys always. Bye! Deuces!